And now to the devastation from Hurricane Ida. Communities across Louisiana are still flooded, and it's just devastating to watch. Search and rescue crews still trying to get all the people stranded in the water. And tonight, the governor in Louisiana said and warned it could be a month before they get their power back. Jobin Panicker is live in New Orleans. And Jobin, there is a curfew set tonight.
Yeah, that curfew here in New Orleans is going from 8 o'clock tonight to 6 in the morning. It's actually a really eerie feeling being out right now because nobody's outside. It's dark. All you can really hear are generators the entire time. The city is saying, be prepared to live like this for a while. Again, a very eerie feeling. We want to show you some images from earlier today. These are the really long lines for gas. This line in Laplace was a quarter-mile long. People have been waiting 4 hours for gas. Tensions were high, as you can imagine. Most people want to get gas so they can leave the area. Also in Laplace and many of these southern parishes, roads are impassable. There's high water, there's down trees, down power lines. Now, we met with Troy Johnson. He lost nearly half his home to those high winds. He was inside with his son at the time. They ran from room to room as pieces of their home started falling. He does have insurance, so that's good, but he's prepared for this to take a while.
We survived it. We here. We could have been blown away along with everything else. We survived. Thank God. We move forward.
Okay, now let me preface this next part by saying, when you're in news, you never want to be the news, but this is the reality of the times here. Let me show you these images. This is from earlier today as well. This is our photographer, Josh Stephen. He was in the elevator when we lost power to our hotel for the third time. We had to manually open those doors for him, and if we can come back out live, he's okay. We have visual evidence that Josh Stephen did make it okay. And you were in there for how long?
Probably about 30 minutes.
30 minutes, but it was really hot, right?
The heat started really increasing.
Yeah, he was saying the heat increasing inside that little cabin, inside that elevator. So, and Cynthia?
Jobin, it could not have happened to a nicer guy, but we all know Josh is tough. I'm glad he's okay. True. Well, Jobin, earlier in our 6 p.m. newscast, we heard a woman in New Orleans. She was begging for help on TV. You were out on the streets today. What did people tell you?
Well, we're seeing people who are hopeful and we're seeing people who are hopeless. And here's what some people have told us. It comes down to these priorities. It starts with food, gas, and power. That's the priority list. And there's stress in getting all of those things because everything is in limited supply. Back to you.
That's right. No food and no electricity to cook it. Thank you, Jobin. Y'all stay safe out there. And let's